Usually I say good morning, but it's not the morning. It is 7:56 p.m. The reason I did not make my video starting from this morning is because I finally had class. Yay! Yes. I had guerrilla filmmaking this morning, and no, I'm not talking about gorilla like the animal. I'm talking about gorilla as in like guerrilla warfare. So yeah, I had guerrilla filmmaking this morning. It was from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if you're doing the math, that's 4 hours. It's not as awful as you think. We screened a film called The Perfect Human for the first 2 hours, and we had a 10-minute break, and then we had like discussion after it. And then our professor split us up into groups, and we started discussing the short films that we're going to be making over the course of the semester or term. They're pretty cool. I can read you off the topics that we're having to deal with. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. The film we watched was not The Perfect Human. It was called The 5 Obstructions, but it was about the film The Perfect Human and the director and this other director, his friend, who had to recreate the film 5 different times using 5 different obstructions. For example, the 4th obstruction was that he had to shoot the entire film as a cartoon. It's really interesting. So, this does not have... Let me just read you off some of the prompts really quickly. Okay, prompt number 1. Make a film that does not feature moving images and which responds to the question, what is Great Britain? Number 2. Make a film using a phone or a tablet that is about multiculturalism. Number 3. Make an experimental, animated, or found footage film that takes the form of a letter to a loved one. Each short film comes with its own set of obstructions, just like the film that we watched in class. And that was the whole point of us watching that film. So I think it's really interesting. I'm excited to start. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Well, I have some ideas. But it's so strange because I only have one class a day, and it's 2 of my classes get out at 1, and one of them is in the afternoon, so it's 2 to 4, so it's only 3 hours. No, 2 to 6. Well, 2 of my classes are in the morning, 1 is in the afternoon, so it's just weird because there's so much free time, and I have no idea what to do with it. Other than study, of course, and edit, but I mean, you can only take up so much time doing those 2 things. I could travel, but like only on the weekends, and I currently don't have any money, so not traveling right now. soon. Okay, so for this video, I thought I would do something fun, and do a kind of segmented video, more like other YouTubers do. And the title of this one is 5 Things I Didn't Know About London Before I Came to London. Hashtag long title. So let's get started. Let me back it up. In my extensive research of the UK, or specifically London, before I got here, you know, I learned all the basic things, like you need to bring a plug converter, and there's Wi-Fi everywhere, literally everywhere. And most people use Facebook messaging rather than text messaging to contact each other. Those types of things I already knew. It's more of the things you don't really read about on the internet that I'm going to talk to you about right now. More of the personal things that you would see if you were here. So, let's go. Number 1. People smoke. It's really crazy to me that so many young people here smoke. You don't see that too often in the United States. You might see like older people smoking, but not a large number of them, and it's weird. There's a lot of young people here that smoke, and I mean a lot. I would say at least 80% of the students I've seen on campus that are from the UK smoke. I don't get it. I think it's really strange. Like I said, no one in the United States really smokes anymore. It's I think we've kind of accepted that it's a bad thing, and you know, it does a lot of harm to your body. So I think we don't do it as much. It's really strange. But yeah, I definitely didn't know that or expect that whenever I got here. Number 2, it gets dark here really early. I'm talking like 4 o'clock. I don't know how this is in the whole of the US, but I know in Texas, it doesn't get dark until at least like 5:30 or 6. 7 sometimes. So here when it gets dark at 4 o'clock, it's kind of jarring. I don't know, your whole mentality, well at least for me, my whole mentality is like, oh, it's like 8 o'clock right now, but actually it's 4. or it's 5 and it just feels, I always think it feels 4 hours later than it is because that's how the atmosphere looks. It's so dark. It's really confusing because I have no idea what actual time is, and I'm like, oh, it's only 6 o'clock and I feel exhausted. And I'm ready to go to bed, which I kind of am right now, but it's only. So that was definitely something I did not know or expect when I came here, and it's not something that's too difficult to overcome. I mean, you can't change the time that the sun goes down, but it's just interesting, and it's interesting to see how my body is trying to overcome this, because it's confused. Like, my brain is confused whenever I go outside at 3 o'clock and it's dark. It's strange. Oh, and also all the little tiny school children get out at like 3:30, so you see them like coming down the sidewalks and they're on their little scooters. It's great. They all have like little scooters that they push. But you see them coming out of school at 3:30 and it's already getting dark, and you're like, whoa, this is weird. It's different. Number 3. I don't know why I didn't know this already, but there are no trucks here. I'm talking like Ford pickup trucks, you know, very Texas type things that you would see. It makes sense that there are no trucks here. They really don't need trucks, and I guess trucks are such like a southern thing. I guess it'd be more weird to see them here than it is to not. I guess it's just a Texas thing. It's number 4. There is no tomato sauce here. None. And I'm not talking about like spaghetti sauce. There's tons of that. There's tons of pasta sauce, and just there's that sauce. But I'm talking about like straight up like tomato sauce in a can. I'll put a picture right here. Tomato sauce in a can that you use if you're Mexican to make rice. I don't know why. It's the strangest thing I have ever seen. I don't understand. There's so many other different types of tomato sauces here. There's, like I said, spaghetti sauce and sun-dried tomatoes and crushed tomatoes and peeled tomatoes and diced tomatoes and flattened tomatoes, but there's no tomato sauce. See, all I want is tomato sauce, and I can't have it. Okay, number 5. The UK is super, super green. And I'm not just talking about like outside, because yes, outside it is very green. It rains here so much. I'm talking like environmentally conscious. All of the plugs here have on-off switches, which is really interesting. So basically, if you're not using a plug, you turn it off. And if you are using it, you turn it on. And if your thing is plugged in and the plug is off and the power is off, then you're not going to charge whatever it is you're trying to charge. In hindsight, this is a very, very good thing because they're taking care of the environment, but it's also really strange coming from the United States. But I think we need to take a book from their bookshelf and, you know, do as the Brits do. Aside from switches, all of the, my radiator, all the heating appliances have switches as well, and timers. So basically, if you're not in the room, the heat won't be on. Interesting. It's very interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed that segment. Anyways, thanks you guys. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like and subscribe if you would want to see more. Comment if you have any ideas of places I should go visit, or things that I should do, or foods that I should try, or where I can buy tomato sauce. Yeah. Alright guys, have a good day, or night. I don't know what time difference this is. Alright guys, bye.